A new generation of males is gradually becoming more well-known due to their distinctive ways of living and acting. Everyone wants to know why these guys conduct differently from the others and have an air of being in another universe. Although Sigma males, also known as lone wolves, have existed for a while, social media and the internet have increased our awareness of them. They were characterized as independent individuals who think differently and don't care what other people think of them. If you believe you are a Sigma or are just curious to learn more about this personality type, keep watching this video. Until the end to begin, let's define a Sigma male. Because Sigma is his own boss, he seldom asks for help and doesn't care what others think. A Sigma male is a guy who follows his own rules and prefers to remain outside of the conventional social dominance hierarchies of contemporary society. Unlike other people, Sigma males don't constrain themselves or follow a traditional path. Instead, they choose their own paths and persevere through to the end. Society has a way of forcing everyone to fit in, and most people don't even bother to ask questions. They just follow the rules out of fear of being labeled the weird guy. However, Sigma males don't mind going it alone, regardless of the labels you give them or the things people do to pressure them. Since most Sigma males are introverted and don't share much about themselves, people don't really know much about this personality type. They tend to be successful because they'll do whatever it takes to reach their goals, even if it means going against the grain. Unlike alpha males, Sigmas don't need team effort to become victorious. They are very confident and spend a significant amount of their lives developing themselves. How is Sigma different from alpha and beta males? The most well-known types of men are alpha and beta males. Alpha males are well known for their strong leadership traits, which make them extremely successful wherever they go. They are fearless, self-assured, and the life of the party. However, they are also known for their aggression and frequently take what they want without thinking about the repercussions. Contrary to popular belief, beta men can also have large bank accounts and attract attractive women. The only difference is that they lack the spine to challenge society. Beta men are not as strong or confident as alpha males, but they make up for it by being more understanding and compassionate, loyal, and supportive of those around them. They are also very good followers and will never challenge the system. Both the good qualities of beta and alpha males are present in Sigma males. They are calm like fetuses and courageous like alphas. However, Sigma males also have a few more characteristics that set them apart from the others. We shall discuss them in more detail shortly. The social dominance hierarchy and Sigma males. When it comes to the social hierarchy, alpha males come first, followed by beta males. Sigma males simply do not fit into this hierarchy. They cannot be positioned below or above alpha males because they are completely different. Instead, they are conveniently placed outside the hierarchy next to alpha males, but in reality, they have no position on it. Let's look at 7 characteristics that make them stand out from the crowd. Firstly, they are quiet and highly perceptive. They are known for their quiet nature and always prefer silence to all the noise. They are deep thinkers and spend a lot of time in their heads. Unlike the common misconception that sick people are cold and shy, they are not shy in the least bit. They prefer to observe everything from a distance rather than being in the middle of the mix. Because of their introverted nature, Sigma males are thought to be the most attentive people in the room, whether in a meeting or at a social gathering. They prefer to keep quiet and absorb everything. They love their alone time above all else. They are always in their own bubble and are difficult to get out of because they are very wise and their words have a lot of meaning when they do speak. Additionally, Sigma men find small talk boring and believe it is a waste of time. Finally, they don't conform. Sigma guys are not your typical people. They have a penchant for pointless regulations and don't feel the need to abide by them. Joe doesn't want to be instructed on how or what to do. From an early age, society instills in us the habit of blindly following rules without questioning them. We continue to do this because everyone else is doing it, but Sigma males are different. They ask questions and demand answers, and once they are not given a good reason for something, they stop doing it. If they are forced to follow the rules because everyone else is doing the same, they will fight back in the office. Sigma men will not allow themselves to be bossed around just because that person is in charge, and they will also not follow oppressive company rules because they want to be liked by their bosses. 3. They don't need attention and prefer to be invisible. Alpha males like attention because it validates their value. The more people are aware of their accomplishments, the more power they have. Alphas need on teamwork to achieve. Their accomplishment only counts when they have others to share it with. Their sizable fanbase is what gives them confidence and pushes them to reach new heights even in the absence of their followers. Alpha males view themselves as nothing, and they begin to think less of themselves. In contrast, Sigma males are not attention seekers, and they don't aim for success to impress anyone, with or without others to share it with. Instead, a Sigma will always try to fulfill his ambitions, and their self-worth will never diminish in their eyes because they don't care about such trivial things. In fact, they try to avoid drawing attention to themselves because they want to be invisible to others and will do everything in their power to keep others from noticing them. The Sigma guy thrives in isolation and would rather be alone himself than have plenty of phony buddies. Nowadays, the majority of people surround themselves with friends who don't even care about them. These so-called friends are the ones who will betray you when you least expect it. Despite the fact that most people are aware that they have fake friends, they choose to keep them because they fear being alone. In contrast, Sigma males don't keep fake friends, they never waste their time on unworthy people and aren't scared to cut people off. They don't care if they are perceived as bad people, all they want is to avoid fake people rather than maintain fake friends. Since they are used to living alone, Sigmas prefer to be by themselves. Having phony friends may be risky since they can quickly pull you down. Sigma men make every effort to avoid these individuals. They prefer quality above quantity and will only surround themselves with trustworthy, sincere individuals. Typically, they have relatively tiny social circles since bigger ones make place for fakers. 5. They are real leaders who don't chase attention. It's a common misconception that alpha men are the greatest leaders, but in reality, Sigma males may simply take over from alpha males and complete the task at hand. Sigma males are better suited for leadership because they lack the pride and ego that alpha males have, but they still possess all the leadership traits of alpha males. The only thing that separates the two is that Sigmas don't really care about that. All they want to do is guide everyone to success. In addition, Sigma men are more equipped to deal with situations that alpha men cannot. Unlike alphas, who like to follow the rules, Sigmas don't hesitate to look for unconventional solutions, which makes them adept at managing challenging circumstances. They also possess a great deal of composure and refrain from making snap judgments that might compromise the group's efforts. 6. Unlike alpha men, who rely on their place in the social order to succeed, they don't require it. Sigma guys don't give a damn about such things, and they will prosper anywhere you put them. Even in the absence of such arrangements, a Sigma won't attempt to win over his employer so that he would be given preference over others. Sigma males are nevertheless able to maximize their resources. While most other men spend their time and energy trying to impress others, Sigmas will concentrate their time and energy on improving themselves so they can become more productive. Regardless of whether there is a social hierarchy or not, these men can still function because what matters most to them is how they see themselves, not how important others think of them. They are self-reliant and independent. Alpha males, for example, rely on those around them to succeed. They rarely do anything on their own and rely on others to get where they want to go. Without their team, however, the outfit is helpless, but when it comes to the Sigma's team or not, they're still great. The most autonomous individuals you will encounter are Sigma guys. They prefer to work through their issues alone and solve them rather than enlisting others in their own affairs. Most people will seek assistance when things get tough, but Sigma males don't. Although this may seem like a bad quality, it's actually what has helped them learn more and become stronger, so even if they don't get the help they need, they will still make the most of what they have and succeed. This isn't to say they don't accept help when it's offered, but they prefer to rely on themselves. They like it when things are done their way, especially when they figure things out on their own, as it gives them a sense of accomplishment, and they will always try to get better.